Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And it is Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in his 7th season out of Louisville.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 21-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Play clock at 4. We're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. For Kamara on first down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Steelers.
Shotgun give to Fournette. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
34-yard line.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct.
Oh, my goodness.
Because otherwise, this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down.
Bridgewater on first down. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 45.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
On play action, it's Kaepernick.
Man.
Here's incomplete.
Bomb.
Trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard.
It's a bomb.
Now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Look at this.
That is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. The open man is Smith.
Always catching
And
this
he will
switch.
have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That'll be complete to Cook. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Bridgewater again. Eluding the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Makes the score Titans 7, Steelers 3.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky at the beginning of that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Ray McLeod on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 52 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
On play action, they'll throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Colin Kaepernick hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Leonard Fournette Fournette making his way back out there. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a
Look
break.
at this.
That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've
Look
really
at
been
that.
targeting the tight end.
Oh my God!
Touchdown, Steelers.
Wow!
Fournette, his second touchdown on
Oh
the season.
my
Steelers get the quick
goodness.
strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance.
Man, get out of here.
Play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can
Man,
run it
oh
and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8.
Ray with Cloud on the return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
That's another
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Kaepernick now on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
At the 6.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we sit, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Raiders set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Ray with Cloud on the return.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they think of it.
Ah!
intercepted by the Pro Bowler Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are
They
going to
got
take
Jay.
over
I
at the
forgot this.
31-yard line.
Oh my
Not the way you
goodness.
envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards.
38-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. Kaepernick's going to keep it, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Colin Kaepernick, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
First down, Bridgewater. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a play fake, Kaepernick. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 33.
A gain of 15. And the Steelers 1st down.
And again, it's Bridgewater. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. from the red zone now. Bridgewater. That's out to his running back, Fournette.
And
he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
At the Titans' 14-yard line.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Bridgewater again. That'll be complete to Cook. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. From the gun, Bridgewater. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Bridgewater now. And that one incomplete. And after 10 straight completions, he finally misses one.
10 straight completions.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April. Had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games. And that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
Ray with Cloud on the return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards the pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He may try and run for this. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
4th and 1.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. He can run for it, and he will. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. He's going to, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Colin Kaepernick, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. 1:53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle to Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Bridgewater to throw it. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Bridgewater on 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
2nd and 10.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Mike.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Emmanuel Ogba that time able to drop him for a loss. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Second and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
And 1.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Colin Kaepernick. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Callaway, the return man. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Today,
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And